Yeah, welcome back to our channel. And today we have to take you on, on let's say post-election matters. So Obi again is in the studio with Channels Television, and he has some things to say because definitely they have some questions to ask him. So but here the airline goes as they said, I'm staying on course. The court will reverse the situation. That was Obi who was saying all the things that he was hopeful and confident of victory. So let me just take you back there. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome again to our channel. And coming to our channel here on Nigerian TV, we beg you to subscribe to our channels and give us a thumbs up and share our videos. Let it go around, let everyone sees it, and be aware because a lot of people find it difficult, to go around searching for these news that are always there. So, but we take it upon ourselves to make sure that we bring it closer to the people so that you can have access to it without having to search far and wide, with your mobile phones and your security communication gadgets. So that's what we do. So please like our channels, like our videos, share our videos, and God bless you. So let's take it from there, and let me go straight to the studio.
Shall we? As you can see, we have our very first guest on the program this morning, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the February 25th, 2023 election. Mr. Peter Obi is right here with us in our studio. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Good morning. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, it's good to have you, really. I know that the pre-election polls, a lot of them said something. They put you as the winner. And I imagine in the whole scheme of things, you may have envisioned this moment, this period after the election, as a president-elect. You may have maybe envisioned what you'll be doing, the kind of deliberations you'll be doing, but that is not the case, clearly. And I just wonder, from your own point of view, because we hear your manifesto, we hear all of these things, but in terms of the emotional angle, how are you handling the result of the election, which goes against perhaps what you had anticipated?
Well, for me, is when you go into a competition, especially in a transactional country as Nigeria, you expect all sorts. And whatever the outcome, the most important thing is to stay on course. And for me, I'm on course on this because we've seen probably what I consider the worst election in our recent history because of the electoral law of 2022, which gave so much hope, and the huge expenditure we put into technology. What it means spending over $1 billion, 400 something billion. So there was so much that was promised. And then we went back to where we used to be. For me, that is very, very devastating. And a country as big as Nigeria, the giant of Africa, and supposedly a nation that should be celebrated globally, 63 years after independence, cannot conduct a simple election. Just election. That's how I feel. But for me, the struggle is on. We must reverse this situation.
So are you hurt? Are you saddened? Do you have hope? I just want to understand your mental state now.
I'm not hurt personally. I'm not saddened personally. But I am for my country and the future. It pertains for the young ones and the future generation. Because we can't go on this way. It must be a better place. We must bequeath them a better place. It is about the future of the society. We have my generation who will say, we've lost it. But we must build a better place for them. And that building the better place is why I'm saddened. Because a simple thing as conducting an election. I can assure anybody, if today I'm in service, Nigeria will not spend near what was spent, and we have a first-class election that will be celebrated globally. Look at the editorials globally all over the newspapers, starting from the Financial Times to the Economist to everything, to Chatham House, institutions that don't make comments, is not making comment, bringing us so low in Committee of Nations. Even one of the rating agencies downgraded our rating. Already a junk rating. Why bring us that low again?
Which of the ratings do you refer to?
Let me remember. I'll remember it because of this, because I have quite a number of them.
Okay, I just also want to understand, because this is not your first time participating in elections. I mean, you participated in governorship, you've been a running mate, and a lot of people have spoken about previous elections. You think that this is the worst in the country's recent history?
Yes, it is the worst because of, like I said, remember, I said because of the law, the 2022 law, that gave so much hope when it was passed, because all those loopholes and difficulties we used to have were taken care of. And then again, we invested in technology, which was supposed to make it seamless. And that was so much noise of from polling booth to server, and everybody would see it globally, and we advertised it. Go and look at the speech of the APC presidential candidate at Chatham House. Go and look at my own speech. Go and look at the speech of the INEC chairman in Chatham. Everybody paid so much emphasis on the law and the technology. In fact, the APC presidential candidate said that the winner, that the BVAS is evolutionary, that the winner of next election requires an overwhelming mandate of the people to have the courage to be able to do the right things for the country. I said the same thing. And the chairman of INEC said it will be there for the world to watch, that they can watch it from there. I mean, what else do you expect, guy? When you promise so much and you didn't even meet the minimum.
Mr. Obi, that's still the bone of contention here. I know that the national chairman of your party had seemingly passed a vote of no confidence on INEC, and INEC has painstakingly, through television appearances and press briefings, reassured that it has nothing to hide and that it will make documents available. Following all of those efforts by INEC, are you satisfied now? Have you been granted access to inspect the information on the BVAS machines used for the presidential election?
Well, it's not a chairman of our party that passed vote of no confidence. Nigerians have. It's not chairman of our party. Everybody, including you, I'm sure, have the vote of no confidence in them. You might not say it here.
I mean, you can't be so sure, Mr.
Everybody, I'm definitely sure. You could see it. Whenever there's an election announced globally, what it does is that it uplifts the rating, the status of that society. But every newspaper, I mean, go and read the Punch editorial on Sunday. And these are editorial. We have never happened before where we have bad editorial globally and internally, where people are saddened. Go to the airport. If you're not sure, but just when you finish this program, go out on the street and ask people, how do you feel? And they'll tell you. So Nigerians have passed vote of no confidence, not the chairman of Labour Party. An issue of BVAS and everything, we have legally, within the law, approached INEC requesting to inspect the materials on which they conducted the election. And I believe they are cooperating. Even when they said they will reconfigure, they've said they are going to put it at the back end server, so that we'll be able, after the election. And for me, we don't want to disrupt the process, electoral process that is ongoing. We want to do things in an organized manner, because at the end of the day, it's our country.
But have you been granted that unfettered access now? It's just 2 days.
Yes, we've been granted that, but you know they're going to do elections, so they said when they finish the election, they'll give us the ABC, which for me is okay.
Okay.
Let them do whatever they want to do, so that we can have, and I pray that this one be competent than the last one.
Still on the election, it was a shocker that you won Lagos, and not one, at least I've heard two members of your party say that the votes that went to the Labour Party from Lagos during the presidential election actually was about 900,000. And I'm just wondering how believable that is, if the accredited number of accredited voters is 1.347 million, and what went to the presidential candidate of the APC, who, by the way, is also very popular in Lagos, is 572,606 votes. How possible is it that you would have secured about 900,000 votes in Lagos? So what would have gone to the presidential candidate of the APC?
I can assure you that the position announced by INEC is false. It's not wrong. I don't know exactly what it would have been, but I can show you.
But you have your results.
Our votes are far more than that. These are not issue of contention, which I don't intend to say there, but our figures are far more than that.
Because the matter is in court.
And its matter is in court, so I'll leave it at that. What did we do? Because we campaigned and told the people the right things. And remember, my watchword is go and verify whatever I'm telling you. You can only draw from the past. We campaigned, told the people the truth, nothing but the truth. And they know that from our past what we're promising we're going to do. We wanted to build a new Nigeria where this Lagos will be a place and a financial center, not just for Africa, but probably the Middle East. We will need a place that we will use to drive the change of Africa in terms of finance. And I'm part of that world. And the same thing is what we have done all over Nigeria. Because we have, the North would have been something where you have engine of pulling people out of poverty due to massive agricultural production that will lead to industry.
So, my people, as you can see, this man has the vision, a clear vision for Nigeria. And I still believe that this man is the right person for the job. But if the court has to do what it has to do, and let's hope that everything turns out, for its own good. So that's all I can hope for now. So, but about this INEC server and backup server and IRF backend servers. If you know something about it, please drop me a line. Because from what I know is that servers and backend servers are some things that that stores where you store your information on. So, but so long INEC have access to these servers and backend servers, which means the INEC engineers that have the access to these things can do whatever thing they actually wants to do with it, because they can delete anything they want with it. It's not like it's a server that have another national server somewhere that nobody can tamper with. So it's like INEC have all the main servers. So which means any other person or any other party that has to access anything there has to go through the INEC servers in order for them to get that information. It's not like they have to get it through MTN or through some other or Glo, telecommunication company and what have you. So that is what is kind of bringing some arguments or agitation in the minds of the people, that it's possible that INEC, within this space of time that they are asking the political parties to give them, because they are about to, conduct another election, that this time we are not for them to erase everything that they want to erase and install new information that they want to install. But one thing I do know is that if they have to install new informations into the servers, it will show the dates that these informations were installed into the servers. So, but they can as well say, okay, the other servers, crash and what have you and things like that, and so there's nothing we can do about it and stuff. So, but maybe that one's another, story for another day. So, but let's just hope that everything goes